I designed this door kind of in the mode of where specifically there's no doorknob on it, if you will. And then basically you have to throw hard enough, hit hard enough to put the dent in the door to guide you into your major league path.
Architecture has become kind of a passion of yours. Explain that.
I always wanted to have a building where players could come into it and be about them and their interest. These are for some of our historic Hall of Famers, Maddox, Beltran. And over here we keep our most players who've won the MVP awards and World Series champions and Cy Young awards. And every major league player, when they achieve the major leagues and they come in, we have them sign a ball and we register their names on the baseball wall. They're Silver Sluggers, which is achieved for the best hitter at their position in the league. Here we have a Gold Glove awards for players who've achieved that distinction of doing that many times, which is really kind of a beautiful trophy. We get a chance to know players in a way that teams don't, particularly at inception. And our success ratio of players who make it to the major leagues is so much better than the major league teams because of that. We have our own training staff. We have our medical review staff. We also know how to give them more, and particularly in the psychological areas, about how to help them become confident. Our staff, we serve them breakfast, lunch, dinner, because they work all hours here.
Like, what does that mean?
Well, we have people that are here till 11 o'clock at night during the season, because obviously they post things to me about any injuries that may have occurred that night, performances of note, good and bad, that we would want to know.
You're doing 25 and 30-year employee anniversaries. Why do you think that is?
I think the people that work here are equally passionate about what they do. I think they're very proud that they go and are able to tell the players that we have resources for you that others don't. I get calls from basketball players, football players, boxers, iron ore companies, people to negotiate things all the time. We don't do it. We could grow this into a multi-sport operation and make triple the money. But the reality of it is, it's not what we want to do. We want to be about, this is your life. We're invested in exactly what you do and only the sport that you do. We've collected all the balls of the 300-win pitchers. And of course, our most proud is our own Greg Maddox. I don't know of anybody in the modern game that's going to reach those levels.
And this was a big deal from what I understand in acquiring these
we had to go to estates, and in a lot of these older balls from 1901 to 1917 to acquire them, it was a pretty long negotiation venture to get the originals of these. This is the 500-plus home run casing.
Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Manny Ramirez, Frank Thomas.
Ted Williams, you've got some of the older players as well in there. So,
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth, yes, absolutely.
Your first office building, I understand there were graffiti-filled walls, and it was very much not a place where you welcomed visitors. Give a little color to that, if you could.
There was a judge that owned a building right next to it, and when I went to show me the door, there was literally gang writing on the door, and I go, is this building closed at night? And he goes, yeah, we got to work on the locks here, and so I don't think I ever brought a player to our office at the time, and I always said that we're going to work on what we're going to do technologically and what we can advance with our computer systems and spend our resources there rather than on office space. Down here is the the guts of our operation. And we've got our database, which is very important to our operation. I had to go and negotiate so we could build a basement with the city commissions, and we had to get a special electrical allotment to allow for the amount of electricity that we use. All those things had to be done to do this. You see the tubes?
Sure.
As wiring technology advances, the speed of information, we can literally pull out and exchange the wiring. Our software and our tech is so important because we have every bit of data from the first game ever played in baseball all the way to the end.
What do you think you've invested in this?
Might be on annual an $8 to $10 million investment to get it up to where it's operational. What I'm most proud of this is that I have a corridor over there of all of our original clients, because this building was built by them. It's something that we hope is about the people we represent, is when we bring people in here and that they understand our history and who the current players are, and that all of this has come from the performances and the sacrifices of the people we represent.